Hello guys, how are you? This is the 11th part tutorial of how to model the island. Now, I have some things I want to do here. Yeah, take your time. Don't just hurry up with this. I don't know where it's going, but I know that I need to have some few more details on top of my generator just to make it more fancy. Anyhow, uh, yeah, and one more thing. Here and there, I will skip off maintaining quads, so don't be, angry about that. So I'm gonna grab this door triangle, this one, and I'm gonna extrude this once. Tap on this one cubes and grab the middle one, and again I'm with 100 divisions, so I will change it to 1 and all right, yeah, and I'm gonna bring this to about that. Okay, now with that I'm gonna right click, choose vertices. I'm gonna switch to selection tool, grab this vertex, shift right click, chamfer vertex. So this is what will happen, and what I want from this is I want to create an handle to open this door, basically, even though it's already open and it's kind of permanent open. So I just want to create a cube here and then grab these four vertices and scale this cube. And well, let me try and focus and make this like so, maybe even like that, and switch to scale tool, scale it to that size, and we have a problem. Okay, you don't want to scale this that way. Okay, uh, I want this to stay flat as it was, the same way. So we're gonna grab these two and we're gonna change to move tool, double click on this move tool, change to component. Okay, it's already been done earlier, so just change it to component, and then the axis, this gizmo will of the move tool will align with this vertices direction, so it will be possible to just squeeze them a little bit more that way, and that way it still remain flat here. Now well, maybe a little bit more. I'm gonna right click, choose face. Let's grab this face, extrude it once, tap on one of those cubes, do sort of a frame here. I'm gonna change this back to 1. I need to do this just from there, from the menu, and fix this issue. Anyway, something such as this. Then let's grab this, well, the frame, grab the frame, okay, and you want to extrude it. So don't use the extrude if you have this problem with the 100 extrusions division. So let's change it to 1 and click apply. Now I can close this and it will remain 1. So I'm extruding it just a little bit outside, and then press F8, right click, choose edge, grab this edge, control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. This will split this that way. I'm gonna grab this face here, gonna extrude it inside using this blue arrow, and you can do a little bit more. And then you want to grab this face here. Okay, so one remained there, and this one we want to extrude it like creating a frame there. So I'm gonna tap on this cube and then grab this cube, and then I will do it manually with these handles just to make the frame somewhat even there. So you see we have, oh sorry, we have sort of frame here that we created, and now I will extrude it once more and extrude it inwards that way, so the fingers could be inserted there and lift the door up. So this is one thing, and yeah, again, these are not quads. We have a major problem here, but leave it as it is. You can still texture it. It's not like a very complex geometry that it's hard to uh, texture. Um, Next, I have thing with the legs, and because I sometimes attempting to create some part of the tutorials, I sometimes forget if I already done that or not, but just be aware that I also already created this in earlier attempts, and I just lost it because I had to go back and redo the tutorial, re-record the tutorial or whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna isolate only the generator for a second, and I'm gonna grab these four faces, this one, that one, that one, and that one. By the way, we've done these, right? These two. We can also do the same here if you like. But right now, I'm gonna unisolate. I'm gonna bring them up, those four faces like so. Okay, and I'm gonna extrude them once more and switch to move tool. Bring these here to the surface of these wood planks. Now I'm gonna grab this edge, shift double click this edge, shift double click this edge, shift double click this edge. And I'm gonna bring them all at once a little bit down like so. Right click, choose face. Let's grab this face, that face. You can switch to selection tool. That way the gizmo won't interfere. It's always good to switch to the selection tool. I don't I'm not always saying this or declaring it, but trust me, switching to selection tool could save you a lot of trouble. It's more precise, doesn't have any interference, and as you can see, we have uh, better legs to support this. So I'm gonna press F8, bring it back to object mode. Done. Um, the next thing that I want to do is I want to create sort of a box here for telephone or with a draw. So I'm gonna create a cube, and let's bring this cube over here. Now I'm bring it here, but doesn't really matter. I just want to work on it first. So I'll press F to focus on it. Don't rotate that, and I want to scale it up. So just make it a little bit bigger. And yeah, I brought it here mainly because I want to get some proportions. So when I'm gonna stick this to here, I will have better proportions of how big it should be. So let's say that that's pretty good. I'm gonna scale it up a little bit and right click, choose vertices. I'm gonna bring these vertices just a little bit out like so, and I'm gonna press F8 to bring it back to object mode. Now we can work on this. Let's see. I'm gonna right click, choose edge, grab this edge, control right click, edge ring into this edge ring and split. This will split it. Double click on it, shift right click, bevel edge. Okay, so we have now two edges. Double click on this one, double click on this one, switch to scale tool, and do something such as this. Now we're going to do the same for the opposite way. So press F8 to bring it back to object mode, grab any of these edges, control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split, grab this, double click to loop, select it, shift right click, bevel edge, grab this edge, shift double click this edge, switch to scale tool, and move it that way. Alright, so now I'm gonna add a few edge loops here, but before that I want to do something with this edge. Double click on this edge, okay, and you want to go over shift right click, bevel edge. Oh, okay, I see. I'm gonna get rid of this edge. So double click on it, shift right click, delete edge, okay, and double click on this edge now and shift right click, bevel edge. Okay, this will cause it to look like this. We will add segments, it gets rounded, and you can change the way it is right now here. And with that done, we can grab these. Oh, maybe first before that, shift right click, insert edge loop. I'm gonna insert one edge loop here, and because I don't have any edges that crossing that way, this edge can't really continue. So I'm gonna undo that. I'm gonna press F8. Let's select this. We still have history on. The history is still I didn't delete the history, so I can still use my segments and change the friction. Maybe I want it a little bit more of like that. Okay, and what I will do here is I'm going to try and connect some, at least this edge here. So I'm going to use the multi-cut tool, and I will click here and click here, somewhere here, somewhere here. It's crossing other edges, but don't worry, it will connect them. And once again here. And then right click to close this. Now, it doesn't have to be precise right now because we didn't really pay attention much for this, but we can grab four of all those. It's more than four, okay, 6. And then use this scale tool to squeeze them to be aligned. And then if you want, you can change it back to the orientation of your move tool. Reset it and bring this a little bit down back to where it was. Now with that, it will be easier to now add this edge that I wanted there. So I'm going to create edge here, okay, and one more here. And now I can grab this face and extrude it inside, like so. Okay, and press F8. And if you want, this will be sort of a draw here. So you can pull this draw. And what I will do is I'm going to right click, choose face. I'm going to grab this face, this face, this face, and that face. Okay, shift right click and duplicate them. Duplicate face. Press F8 3 times. Great. We have this as for our draw. Now the problem is that this draw right now, sorry, let's unselect this and pull this out. You can see the normals are flipped, right? So I'm gonna flip them, and don't worry, I know probably what you're thinking, but we're gonna fix this. I'm gonna right click, choose edge, click this edge, shift, select this edge. Okay, see both of them selected. You can go over and choose bridge. I'm not sure that it will work, but let's try. You can click on bridge option under edit mesh, bridge option, go over division 1, 0, sorry, click apply, and this will bridge those. Okay, now you may want to check that this is really, I want to check that this is really patched, and with that patched I can now double click on this edge here and click extrude, switch to scale tool, extrude it inwards on the surface, click extrude, bring it, switch to move tool, bring it down some, like so. Don't cross beneath, okay, just put it somewhere near to the bottom, and then go over edit mesh, or mesh, yeah, edit mesh, and choose fill hole, so it will cover that area. So we don't have right now any, where is the fill hole option? What is, oh, mesh, fill hole, okay. Press F8, bring it back to object mode, and now we don't have any flipped normals faces, okay? I'm gonna add few edge loops to support this structure, or you can leave it as it is. Still, some of you probably want to use less edges and stuff like that, probably for game purposes. So yeah, this draw ain't gonna do, you know what, I ain't gonna add those. I'll simply do something that I just as for like sort of easy way to add a little bit design to it. Design, well, something that it won't look that cheap. And then this again, make sure that the frames that you create are even. See, this one is a little bit thinner than this one, it's thicker, but it's not that noticeable, so don't kill yourself over it. Okay, and let's grab this frame, double click, extrude it out just a little bit, so, and let's push this back. You can leave it half open, I don't know. Maybe you have this urge to make it a little bit more interesting. Click extrude on this face, switch to move tool, push this inside, and take a look from behind that it's peeking, and then bring it a little bit back inside. That's good. I'm gonna create a sphere. No, I won't create sphere. Yeah, I will create sphere. And I'm gonna bring the sphere there because I want to add sort of a, I don't know, like handle for the draw. Okay. Now, sphere, basically, I want to rotate this. So you see the circles are going like so. I want the circles to face the camera right now, me, like so. And right click, choose face. I'm gonna take half cut of this, or a little bit more than half cut, and press delete. Make sure that you really take it evenly, you see. I'm gonna press F8, bring it back to object mode, switch to scale tool, squeeze it a little bit from here, and then shrink it a little bit, and right click, choose edge, double click on that edge. I don't know why it doesn't indicate where I'm going to press, so I guess this is because of the way that I'm modeling right now in these scales. So I extruded that edge, and I'm going to extrude it once more and pull this to about so, and that's cute. We have a little mushroom there, and we can stick that mushroom to the draw. Now, if you don't know where the center is, you know what to do. Grab this, take this, control right click, edge ring, utilities to edge ring and split. Great. This is our middle. Suppose. Grab this, shrink it maybe a little bit more. It's too big. And then hold on the V key and it will snap if you point to that edge. See? Cool, right? Okay. Now, I'm gonna create something else here. So I'm gonna bring on this face here. No, I don't want to do that again. I'm gonna bring a cube here. This cube will this will be sort of a, I don't know, angled surface for sort of a phone book, you know. So I'm gonna right click, choose edge, grab this edge, control right click, edge ring, utilities to edge ring and split, just so I will find the middle here. So now I will snap this same as I snapped the handle. Now I know that this is where this should be. Now I can scale this and it will be almost the same, right? Yeah, it's the same. It's like evenly growing to the sides. I'm gonna bring this inside just to check. Maybe a little bit more. Alright, that's good. Gonna right click, choose vertices. Let's grab these vertices and angle them like so. See? Alright. Press F8 to bring it back to object mode. Shift right click. Right click, edge. Grab this edge, control right click, edge ring, utilities to edge ring and split. And then when you have this, shift right click and choose bevel right away. Grab both of them. You know what? I'm gonna undo that. I'm gonna bevel this once again, and I will change the fraction to a number that I can accept, 0.1. So that's good. Now I'm just trying to create legs for this surface, so I'm gonna put those here. And if you want this to be mirrored, you can delete half cut of this and simply duplicate and connect those two. But we ain't gonna do this. We're gonna simply do the same as we did, and doesn't have to be that precise, okay? Just change the friction to 0.1, grab these two, move them along over here. Okay, yeah, that's acceptable. Right click, choose face, grab these two faces, extrude them, move tool a little bit down, like so, press F8, bring this up, okay, and shift right click, insert edge loop. We want to create edge here, and the reason for that is because whenever you put a book, it can slip, yeah, slip away, like fall down. So I'm creating this edge so I can take those faces here and extrude them, and that way the book won't fall, right? And bring this inside. So it's a lot more interesting that way. I'm gonna grab this face there and I'm gonna click extrude. Double click on, tap on one of those cubes, grab the middle one, and I'm gonna create sort of you know, something like so. Now you can see I'm picking out, but I'm doing it intentionally. Just want to have some depth there, so I can insert sort of a little light there, lamp. All right, we're gonna create a phone, a very you know, basic phone thing. I created a cube. I'm gonna move this cube over here into there. Great, over here. Now this is not a payphone, it's just a minor phone, like so. Right click, choose edge. Let's grab this edge and this edge. Shift right click, bevel them. Add segments. Make it like so. Friction. Yeah, you want to be like something like that. Maybe less segments. No, 4 or 5. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna take these vertices, all those side vertices, and maybe squeeze it a little bit that way. Okay, yeah, that looks awful, but anyhow, I can maybe squeeze them like that. Yeah, that's cool, much cooler. And I'm gonna grab the edge here, control right click, edge ring utilities, edge ring and split, double click on this edge to loop selected, shift right click, bevel edge, click this, shift double click on this, switch to scale tool, do something like that. And now I'm gonna right click, choose face. Let's grab these face and these face. Okay, now I'm gonna extrude them inside. Now you can switch to scale tool and squeeze them to flatten them that way, and then bring them inside like that. Okay, now I'm gonna change to vertices. I'm gonna grab these vertices and these vertices. I'm gonna, well, I selected those in behind, so let's select only these two and these two, not those that inside there. Okay, now I want to make that a little bit like so. Okay, press F8, shift right click, insert edge loop. Well, no, let's do it that way. Grab this edge, control right click, edge right utilities to edge ring and split. Grab this, bevel it, make those a little bit closer. Press F8, bring it back to object mode. Shift right click, insert edge loop. You want to insert one edge here, and let's add one more here. Okay, now we can grab this face and extrude it. So this is how basically the phone is staying on top of it. It's the holder. Okay, now that what we can do right now is we can right click, choose face. I'm gonna grab all the faces on top of this base of the telephone. Okay, everything like so. everything like as for what's going on inside there. Okay, please just see what I'm doing and you'll understand what I'm intending to do. Okay, these at the top, I don't want them inside at the top. I want these. I want those that here. So we are using the shell on top of this base of the phone to create the, you know, the microphone and speaker holder or whatever it is. I don't know how. I don't know how to call this. I really don't familiar with the word. Uh, anyway, this has been selected. Shift right click, duplicate face. Press F8 3 times, and then the gizmo will gone. We have this shell. Sorry, Control unselect the base. Ah, come on, unselect the base, and here you go. We have this. Okay, now with that, I'm gonna um, shrink this, scale it a little bit down, and I'm gonna flip the normals, mesh display, reverse. Thank you, great. I'm gonna grab this edge here. Let me see this, and well, this can be a little bit problematic, but hopefully we will manage to sort it out. Look, I'm gonna grab these four, okay, and I'm gonna grab these four, and this is only problem that I have here up here, so I will have to fix this. See, I have these faces here. I want them to be covered like these two. So I'm gonna extrude this once and simply pull this towards there. Now have this extra layer here, this secondary, right? Can go over mesh tools, target weld, right click, choose vertices. I'm gonna connect this thing here and that thing here. So like down here, it's on the same level as this main frame here. Okay. Now right click, choose edge. I'm gonna grab this edge and that edge, and I'm gonna extrude them. Switch to move tool, hold down the V key, and extrude them towards this edge. See? And then extrude again. You hold down, you switch to move tool and hold down the V key to snap them to that edge. So just use the snap feature. Now sometimes it's a little bit problematic, but you can do it. And then again. Now this whole area right now is not patched. It means that here, if I will choose this and move it, or this, sorry, see it's open. So I need to right click, choose vertices, grab only those vertices that we had problems with them, which are not attached. Okay, just try to select this section. I know some of them are needed to be selected, but anyway, I'm gonna go edit mesh, merge option. I'm gonna use 0.0100 as first attempt. Click apply. If everything stay in the same portion, that means again that everything is intact, so we can close this. If they would in your in your model, they will, like this one will go towards this one and do such weird things as this, then lower down the threshold. Just undo whatever you did, lower down the threshold, and make it done correctly. All right, now fun part. I'm gonna grab this, that, the frame, and well, no, I want this one, and I want the last one here. and I will grow this by extruding it out. You can use the move tool, okay, just like so, grow it like so, and now, well, we could have done this together, so let me redo this. This one, double click on that one, then this one, double click on that one. Nothing in between, down or up or down, are selected, so we can extrude those two edges, switch to move tool, pull them together like so. You can even squeeze them inwards that way, okay, just to get some angle here. And now we can go edit mesh and try and bridge them, okay. It's not certain that they will merge together as you want, so let's try. Click apply. Thank you, that's good. So now I'm gonna double click on this. See, it's loop selected. That means that everything is closed. We don't have any open gaps or vertices, faces in between. And we can go over edit mesh and choose to, oh sorry, mesh fill hole. And we can do the same here. Double click on this and press G because this is the last function, fill hole. And with that done, we have these two, right? We need to somehow connect them in a way. So you can right click, choose edge, grab this edge, control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. It will create one. Shift right click, choose to bevel it. Okay. Hopefully they will be equally in front of these two, but if they are not, just double click on each one of them and use the scale tool to bring them a little bit closer or just snap them. Now I can go over mesh tool, tools, and connect these with the cut tool. Okay, connected, 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 and connected. Okay, now of course we can do a lot more work on this, but right now I feel that like this entire model is taking too much time of this part of the tutorial. I just added another thing there. If I press 3, smooth preview, you see how it looks. I'm going to press F8, bring it back to object mode. That's it. Perfectly nice there. Okay. You don't have to smooth preview it right away. We will still have to do some more work on it. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm going to save the file save scene as, and let's call this 11, save as, and I'll see you at the next part. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe and share and like. Now I just want to say something, and I'm saying it almost every part or every time when I'm wrapping a part, is that I need your likes. I really need the likes on the video. It just helps to YouTube to suggest those videos to other people on YouTube. So this is why the rating is for. Anyway, it helps a lot. So please do so. Help me, and thank you very much. See ya.